just wanted to give you some perspective of opportunity that you have when you're recruiting out in the market today. I'm going to go back in time to when we were talking about competing with Redfin and some of the up and coming companies that were trying to break into real estate, like Purple Bricks. You guys remember them? This is actually the recruiting presentation that we used to use to kind of talk about the changes in the industry. And it's kind of funny to look at this now because so much of this has already come into fruition and some of this is just old news. We're not afraid of Redfin being a powerhouse any longer, and companies like Purple Bricks aren't even in the US any longer. And yet for a while they were such a big deal because it was a disruptor. So now with the market being the disruptor, we're down to kind of the old picture where there was the independent, the interdependent, and the dependent model. And, when you look at those three models, we'd want to add digital probably for like the EXPs and kind of some of those hybrids. So there's kind of like four now. And when you look at those companies, they all have different benefits, things going for them and kind of weaknesses to all of them. And yet when we look at what agents are looking for, they're looking potentially for leads and things like that now. So Keller Williams continues to evolve so that we're really all the models under one roof. So when you think about it, if you are able to deliver a strong PC program, or you have some teams that are growing within your organization, or you have teamerage even going, you really do have a dependent model within your KW office. You really do. So don't lose sight of what you guys have, because you're really kind of way ahead of everyone in terms of what we need to provide in the market ahead in terms of leads, training. Hello. Look at what we've got going with Valued Squared. And I know there's going to be curriculum after that. That's going to be super market sensitive in a way. Like, when you look at the last shift, Gary Keller brought out shift. We had shift seminars. We had shift workshops. So you can anticipate all those things soon. So when you look at your competition, if we were just to say that your current competition, let me find a marker, is dependent, independent, and digital. And let's just add cheap shops because we know they exist, right? Those companies that are like $99 or this much per closing. Okay, so when you think about it, just think of the strategy you have around really capitalizing on the market and how it's creating this pressure on the dependent, independent, and digital models. Now, cheap shops disappear. Why do they disappear, you guys? Because they're like subscription based, like you pay $99 per month or this per transaction. Well, those kind of organizations typically attract more the hobbyist. And those are the agents first to leave this business. So they don't collect their $99, but through enough people, they close shop. So you like look around and all of a sudden they're gone. And most of those agents are gone too, because those are many of the agents that are going to leave the biz. The digital model struggles because they don't have physical space, physical culture, physical energy, physical training. And the truth is they have a lot of new agents that started when the business was so easy, that skill was unnecessary. Knowing how to price a property was kind of irrelevant. Being able to compete with another agent, really irrelevant, because you were the first, you got the deal. So digital, they're hurting bad right now, because if I'm one of those icon agents that bring a lot of agents to this environment, I'm now mama to all those people. I'm the productivity coach, I'm the technology person, I'm the mentor, I might be the lead provider. So there's a lot of pressure on the top agents in this model to really get all of those other folks in production, which is really difficult right now without physical training and support and helpers. So we're really attractive in the sense that, let's just say I'm over at one of those brokerages, and over the last 2 years, I brought 13 people into my world. I'm getting rev share from one of them right now because none of them are in production, or I don't even really qualify for rev share. Who knows? But it's probably kind of that circumstance. I can come over to KW, plug into your office, your Ignite calendar, your Valued Squared, your whatever, your contracts class. And I can push those agents to that are coming after me and stealing my time, and I can get back to work. I can get into an environment where other top agents are masterminding. I can recharge my batteries and, get back to it. So there's a big opportunity there. We know independents are that times 10 because they're on their own. They're the ones writing all the checks. So it's even more pressure for the independents. And we're the only organization that I'm aware of within reason that really respects branding to that level. And they can really just run their business like they are as a mega agent office. If they want to control their own brokerage responsibilities, they can do many of those things. So we're kind of like their only other choice unless they want to lose some of that identity or control. And most independents are entrepreneurial spirits with, that is like something very important to them. So again, another way to approach them, a great way to find also additional leaders for your organization or people that want to open additional markets. And then we got the dependent. So when you look at this market, if you looked at your own roster, 10% of your agents are making 90% of the money, and that goes across the board with the MLS. So think dependent for a second. The top 5 Coldwell Banker, Berkshire Hathaway, Century 21, fill in the blank agents in your area. If you look at their GCI, it's going through the roof. Go look at Broker Metrics on the financial tab, you'll see it. That means they're paying way too much. And they know it. Go after them. They're recruitable right now. So this market is giving you a market of the moment. This market's going to get easy again. So remember, when you think of the offices around you, they all have some major Achilles heels that they're not going to be able to rebound quickly from. And we add on top the lawsuit. The simple fact that we have KWLS, which is our own listing syndication within our organization and our own technology. Wow, we are so far ahead, you guys. We are light years ahead of these guys. So I hope you see the opportunity you have, because this is the time to disrupt. And Rich, Rector, and I are going to put on these mini workshops to give you guys as much confidence around this as possible. We have role play sessions where we're just going to role play this. So for anyone that needs courage, confidence, and maybe to fine tune their skills, we also have workshops that you can participate with. Engage in whatever you need, because this is the moment to slay the dragon. So I hope this gives you some confidence around what you're doing today. You're awesome, and I'm here for you. Have a great day.